kakalai o malam malam ay malam. Among human culture, ikamuan na hon, kalevan, ikahikin na ayakala, Allah Allah kalay kahikina, ikamuan na hon, kalevan, ikahikina ayakala Allah Allah kalay kahikina ikamuan kamuan namay una miauna no iuna mele Eumay kay kimay namay una miaw na nuiyaw una mele Eumay
And so, depending on the individual, no matter where you come from the world, it's the same thing. We should learn ourselves how we ourselves react to any place we go, which should be sacred and treated with dignity and respect. Then at that level, you get to learn more of what's around you, below you, or above you. I look at myself and identify myself as a Hawaiian more so within this past 3 years. I feel good. I guess it's my color. I guess it's my looks. I guess it's the way I talk. Or the way people look at me and identify me and say, "Are you Hawaiian?" And I say, "Yes, I am." I feel good about it. More so than in the past 20 years ago, or during my childhood. And when they look at me, they see the ocean in me, they see the stone in me, they see the clouds in me, they see the Hawaiian in me. I think the rest of the state, or people who come to Hawaii, need to know that we as Hawaiians shouldn't be looked upon as a tourist attraction. I think that's a big group there. I think we shouldn't, as Hawaiians, be looked upon as a separate foreigner. I think we should be looked at as just people who came from this land and have all rights to stay on this land and to remain on this land and to know us that we plan to continue to live on this land for the next 1,000 years.
I grew up in a small plantation town on the island of Kauai, and growing up Hawaiian then, it wasn't cool. I grew up being ashamed I was Hawaiian. There were no role models for Hawaiians. If you were Hawaiian in my town, then you would be as this epitome of Hawaiian family. You would have dogs in your house. You wouldn't have curtains on your window. You would be very poor. You would talk this strange language, and being Hawaiian in that town wasn't cool then. I'm 31 now, and I think a lot of Hawaiians my age, maybe a little over 40, can relate to this process of growing up being ashamed you're Hawaiian. And then around the 60s, 70s, with this Hawaiian activists, land struggles, very political. Being Hawaiian, this renaissance of Hawaiian stuff emerged. When you realize that, hey, something's going on here. The anger that's been oppressed those generations burst. Talk about pele erupting. It's with a vengeance. Hawaiian voice started emerging. Beep, beep, mana'u, malama, aloha aina, kaho'olawe. And so Hawaiians who were oppressed all those years started gritting their teeth and taking ancient hula lessons and learning to speak their language. I'm so glad I have 9 nieces and nephews, that they won't have to go through the anger and the bitterness and the wrenching apart that we Hawaiians had to go through. We lost what it meant to be Hawaiian, and then we found it, and then we sorted through all the mud and we chose what aspects of being Hawaiian we wanted to keep. And now my nieces and nephews they can choose. There's none of that kaumaha or dark energy about being Hawaiian.
We've learned in our schools and through books and through our experience with our families that we live around that Christianity has come, and you have to take that base first of the Western Christianity, then you put Hawaiian on top of that. So it's really fragmented Hawaiian on top of a Christian foundation, and that's the hard part. This is, to me, your foundation. As a real Hawaiian, it's your religion. Why should we in Hawaii have the highest juvenile problem, social problem of all races? And it's, to me, really simple. It's a concept that doesn't fit us. And I know we're forced to try, and the stereotypes are trying. They get farther and farther away, thinking that they're gaining and gaining, but they're losing more identity. So you got bucks, but who are you? Who are you? And I don't believe that the system can ever say, you Hawaiians have to give up your values for progress. You give up your heiau for a hotel and a job. You give up your land for rockets. You give up your beliefs for energy. No, that's bunk. We don't have to do nothing. We can just be Hawaiians and win with that. And be proud just with that.
For people who say that, Hawaiians should just get on with the business of being here now, for instance, non-Hawaiians who say that, Hawaiians should stop griping about the past and get on with the business of living today. I have to laugh at that. I mean, I used to get angry at it. I don't think I get angry so much as at that point of view anymore as I laugh with a certain amount of tolerance and realize that, there's a lot of education that has to go on in order to let people know that notion is really a history begins with me now notion, and it's revisionist. It's like saying that what happened to the American Indians, that's all in the past, and we don't have to be responsible. In fact, every single one of us is responsible for this, Hawaiian as well as non-Hawaiian, and that the solution finally is only going to come because everyone is going to accept the responsibility for what's happened. And I think that's one of the things that Hawaiians are saying. We're not trying to wrest something away from someone. These are claims that are alive here and now and that were never resolved. And you can't resolve them simply by ignoring them. In fact, that must be abundantly clear to everyone. In fact, that because these things haven't been resolved over the last 200 years, that's why they're still here.
In Kona, a Midwest businessman caught a marlin and hung it upside down on a wharf. At Haleiwa, I caught a kumu and I ate it. Off Poka'ibe, an Australian competitor caught a tuna and hung it upside down on a wharf. At Koailoa, I caught an aveo and I ate it. Near Makapu'u, a Jaws adventurer caught a shark and hung it upside down on a wharf. At Pupukea, I caught in a hole and I ate it. In the Honolulu Press and the tournament box score, eagles reach the ocean of trophies. On the north shore of Oahu, I harvest a gift of life.